Well, hello, everyone. It is time to start the podcast. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know if anyone can hear me. Reason. Hmm. And okay, so we are doing the fan podcast, and I just got a notification on my phone. Speaking of which, I ended it with Samsung and got the Motorola. But today we're talking about fans. You know, those fans that you use around your house. Um, let's see if he's on. Um, he should be coming anytime. Um, I'm going to give you a quick weather update on what's going on. Today was 66 degrees. The low is going to be 33 tonight. Um, well, no. Today it says it's Saturday. That is not the case. That is an error. Duh. Um, I will see if he's coming. Okay. I'll be live on his. I'm gonna tell him. Okay. Oh, he was live. I'm gonna tell him. See what we got going on. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I tried. I tried. Um, everybody say hello to fans and vintage. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm really sorry, buddy. I was trying to get you on here. Unless I can. There's either a way to send it on. It won't. Yeah, I'm really sorry, buddy. I was trying to get you on here. Yeah, for some reason, it won't let me send the link. Let me try again. Yeah, it's not. I don't understand this. Maybe. No. But you can submit your question. Forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, they won't. Yeah, but I'm trying to get. I'm gonna try my best to get you on here, buddy. I'm going to try. I know you want to be on the stream, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see if this works. Well, yeah, I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Dar. Uh, let's see. Hold on a minute, folks. Yeah, Checking my Gmail. Oh, I forgot I had those emails today. Oops. But you could still talk about the fans that you were wanting to discuss. Like, we talked about the other night, like with the Emperor, the Galaxy Wind Machine, or whatever. But we're going to go ahead and get that started. Get ready for the trumpets that I have. I hope somebody liked that. It would have to be it's kind of two. Kind of in the two. The one that's like a hugger and the one that is that's like on a down rod. I like those. My brother had one of those. He was going to give it to me like for Christmas and everything, but it got trashed. And then my aunt on my dad's side had one in her living room, and it was like loose. So they put it like on full blast. And I mean, that thing would shake. I mean, absolutely shake. It was like off balance, like the whole thing was wobbling. What was that? Do you have a favorite one? Fans of Vintage 0308? Because that's my favorite. I'm gonna have to see a picture of it to understand that one. I can look it up. Limiter. Um, I mean, I don't have no preference right now. Okay, we got another watcher. Say hello. Hold on a minute. Okay, the Hampton Bay, yeah, that sounds really good. I really like those Hampton Bay landmarks, with the G events and the okay, I'm getting a message. I think I just got an email saying that I am live. Oh. That's something else. Let me go get my glasses so I can read what. It would have to be the Hampton Bay landmark for me. But we had those when I was in grade school. And I mean, those things would shake. I mean, when you put that thing on high, and we had those rotten ceiling tiles whenever I was in grade school, and they were off balance. I mean, when I say they were off balance, yes, yes, I am. I am talking about the ones from the early 90s. Um, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Those are really cool, by the way. The ones from the early 90s, they're really good. Move ton of air. I was thinking about, here's what I'm thinking about doing. Changing this out. The Harbor Breeze Arminage and get a 90s ceiling fan hung up. I really think it's a good idea. I miss those old 90s ceiling fans. That's something I rather would have than the ones you see today. Like with Stencil or Cane. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah. Is that like on a down rod? This this ceiling, hold on. I want to say it's like, so if I get anything else, it has to be a hugger. Okay. I had to get the measurement on how high the ceiling is. It looks like either 8 feet or 9 feet. You know what I'm saying? But wouldn't that cause it to wobble? Hold on a minute. But back to what I was saying. Okay, okay, I see that. I mean, it's just that I mean, sorry about that. But that sounds kind of nice. The Emerson ones. Um, I like the Heritage Huggers because the Alaska Heritage Huggers. I don't know if you ever seen those. I was actually gonna put the projector screen up so you could see one of those, but I didn't really have time. But you know which ones? Ones with the stencil and yeah, that could be a kind of a problem because that can just um like you said, that can easily fall. And I I would probably if it's like a 9 foot or like a 8 foot ceiling, like I think this is, uh, this up here is, I would have a hugger put in because I can't do a down rod. But then, but the next place that I do, I hope that the ceiling is high enough to where I can have a down rod ceiling fan because I love those down rod ceiling fans. I mean, they're not really that bad, and to have around. Now, on the portable fan side, I think what I would have is the fan that I got now, which is Fanimation, and the fan that I have is like a Galaxy or an Lasco type fan or a Galaxy by Lasco and a big round 7 wing Galaxy wind machine. Because don't get me wrong, that this fan over here, this is my brother's. The one that I showed you the other night. And I did find the oil. So let me get it out for you. This is what I use. liquid bearings. This is the stuff that I use for like, yeah, but this is the one that, this is the oil I use for like, it says for like electric motors and stuff, but that's what I use and stuff. So that's exactly what I use. But I see what you're saying from the 60s. Oh my lord. Really? Oh yeah. But that's what I use. That would be a nice fan to have. Yeah. I don't. Are you on the group ceiling fan, kids? Because I am. And I'm always sharing stuff on that group. It's a pretty neat group. A lot of people do that. Yeah. Um, those are the ones from the 60s would be really nice. We used to have one of those fans in the early 2010s, but my dad threw it out because, eh, yeah, those can be a little bit dangerous, but a little work on those would be okay. You know, I understand. I totally understand. I had one of those. Oh, what was it? I had one of those ones that like stood on a long pole from the floor to the ceiling, and it would oscillate. It was a Duracraft. I don't know if you ever heard of those, but it was an air mover. My grandmother had one. My great grandmother had one. You know, back when I was a kid, way back in the 90s, we had the Galaxy pedestal fan, the Galaxy table fan, the Galaxy wind machine, and I posted something like that on my Facebook in that Facebook group, and it, it's really um I did that the other day, and I said I miss those fans so much. And it brings me, back to the memories that whenever my grandmother was alive. And she had the one with the all metal grill and wait a minute, what? but I mean, but those fans were the fans from my era. You had the Galaxy tall pedestal fan with the switch on the back. And then the Galaxy wind machine that was like a floor fan that you can tilt right back up and down. And the best part is you can put it in the window and have fresh air move throughout the whole house. That was kind of like our whole house fan. The ones with the 7 wings and all that mess. It was a really, really good fan. And I miss that fan so much. I wish I had another one like it. Because when you talk about the air movement, the whatever, I wish I had one of those again. Because words cannot describe how good that fan was. Yeah, we had to do a little bit of, work to keep it going, but um I don't even know if it would fit in this window if I ever got one again. But the one that those are the ones that I really like. And the box fans like Lakewood, like from the early 90s and then on. And I think I had a Lasco. In fact, I don't know even where to get one. Really. Yeah, the work is always worth it. You got that right. You know, eh, thinking about those fans bring me back to my childhood and having one like with uh, a ceiling fan with 4 blades and the stencil all over it. That would be my ceiling fan. My grandmother had one in her bedroom. That's the kind of fan I would want in my bedroom. And those were better than the ones you see today. The ones you see today ain't worth nothing to me. And that's how old school I am. I mean, the hard work is worth it. To keep it going, if it has to be that, I mean, even the fans that you see at Walmart and Lowe's and are not worth it. If it was up to me, I get one off either eBay or go to a Habitat for Humanity's restore. You know, That's the kind of fan I would have in my bedroom. I mean, don't get me wrong. These two are all right, but they never match to a vintage fan. Even though if it's imitation vintage, which doesn't really, work. Well, I mean, it blows some air, but you just want a good old fan. I think that's one of the things, I think. You know, really, the opinion on the mainstays, I'm gonna have to see for myself. In fact, let me pull it up. Sorry. Oh. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm kind of not really impressed by what I see. Do you know like what era so I can look it up? Now, if you're talking about the 90s era one, I totally would have one. But, oh, look at that. I just found like a landmark one. Hampton Bay 5 bladed landmark ceiling fan model AC552. I mean, that's what I just looked up. I got to keep an eye on the time. But if you're talking about the 90s version of it, it looks like a pretty good, decent fan to have. Now, if you're talking about today's version, Yeah. Um, I'm pretty much for the old school ones, like the retro ones from the 90s. Um, like, can you let me know, like, when you're live and I can come on? I would, I mean, we could talk about the mainstays, we could talk about the emperors and the fans we talked about on my stream. Um, but I really think that it's a really good fan, though. Um, the fan that I would probably recommend is probably the Emperor, and that fan is a really good fan. Even though it does wobble, it's a really good fan to have. And aside from the Galaxy and all that stuff, I would go with those fans. Oh, and Air King too, because I forgot we had an Air King whenever I was a kid. Forgot. Doy. You know, it's so funny that I can remember all the fans that we had. But I'm looking at some of the mainstays, ceiling fans on Google, and they're okay. Do you have any more questions? I don't mind taking any more questions. I got to end it here at 7 o'clock. What in the hallelujah was that? Oh, oh, excuse me, everyone. That was my mother sneezing. But I think the mainstays one is pretty good. If you're talking from the 90s era. Um the one fan that I would probably would want is the Alaska 42-inch Heritage Hugger. I would probably want that. That's the fan I would want from. I think I would want those, the ones with the center globe. I mean, when we lived at another location, I had one, and it was a good fan. It cooled that room down. But the problem in the house that we were in, the power would like flicker on and off in our in my bedroom. There was a wiring problem in that house. Some of the houses I've lived in, as a kid was pretty cool. But I would have to pick that one. That would be my ceiling fan of choice. Now, aside from the one that I did pick, this one I picked out, the Harbor Breeze Arminage. I was wanting to really have like a classic 90s fan look, and that's what I was going for. I think now that I think about it, I would want something oak and an oak finish with brass and all that mess. I think that would look really, really good in here. Now that I think about it, if it looks ugly, it looks okay with me. So, so I'm gonna be ending it here in a little bit, so I can go have dinner. Um, I hope everybody had a fun time on the stream tonight. Um, I will let you know if we are having church. I'm still debating on it if I don't go under severe weather. I got the music picked out. I had to change one song. Um, and Fans in Vintage 0308, I will try to get you in on the next podcast. It wouldn't let me send a link for some dumb reason. 30. But I will try to get you in on one. If it'll let me. But uh like you said, the work is always worth it to keep the fan going, you know. And I really like the effort for that. I I hope to talk to you again. You have some pretty good fan knowledge. I like that. But I really don't have an opinion on the mainstays, really. Um, but I think really I would have like an Alaska 42 inch. Hang on. I'm looking at one right now. This is exactly what I would have. No, I do not. No, I really don't have any fans from the 50s. To be honest, I don't. Yeah, I really don't have any fans from the 50s. Wow. Really? Oh, that would be awesome. That's really awesome. You have like 4 or 5? You have quite the collection there, buddy. I've seen some of your videos. You have quite a collection. I like that. I like how people keep the good old ceiling fans and fans keep going and do real hard work at it. I love it. That's really cool. The main fans that I have in my collection are from like most recent. Like you see these two, the two oscillating fans. No, whoa, really? That's pretty cool. How do you do that? I I've never heard of that. Okay, folks, um I'm gonna end it here, everyone. Have a great night. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. Um but I am definitely getting you in for the next podcast, fans of Vintage 0308. Yeah, it would probably be above mine too, buddy. Uh, but I want to tell you, I had a wonderful time talking with this guy here in the comments. I wanted to get him in the podcast, but I couldn't do it. But can you let me know when you're live and maybe I can come there? And we could talk about this stuff because this sounds, dude, this sounds really, really interesting. That's pretty cool. Though that's I like stuff like that. That's like right up my alley. When I was at the fan museum, you're gonna laugh at me for this. I'm gonna tell everybody about this. So whenever I was at the fan museum and I went on the second level of the fan museum, I had to stop and just take a deep breath because I was coming back to my roots, coming back to the 1990s, like the early 90s, like from when I was a baby. So that's what I would do. And those are the kind of fans I would actually want. But I'm going to end it here, folks. 03 fans of Vintage 0308, you have a wonderful night. Let me know when you're live so I can come. I would love to chat more fans with you. You're pretty cool. I really like that. I'm going to end it here, folks. Have a blessed night. May the Lord bless you and keep you. I will talk to you all then. Bye.